Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to Regina and Friends Crime Chat. I hope you're all having a blessed day. So we've got some breaking news for those of you who have been covering um the Emmanuel Haro case. And we're gonna be covering that. But first, tonight is gonna be I'm gonna do an open panel because I know a lot of you are concerned about this case. So I am going to post the link. There's the link. And if you would like to come up and talk about this case with me, I would be more than happy to have you. So, okay. Emmanuel Haro was a 7-month-old boy whose mother had gone to a ball game and then went to a Big Five to get a bite guard for her other child or someone else's child, something like that. And I know that sounds terrible, something like that. I'm a little rusty on the full details, but anyways, so she goes to this Big Five sporting goods store and says that she was changing the baby's diaper, and someone come up and said "Hola," and she never even got to see them. But they allegedly punched her in the face and gave her a black eye. Um, and she blacked out. And when she woke up, the baby was gone. And then allegedly she ran into the store and started wondering if anyone had seen her baby, which in my opinion never made sense because if someone kidnaps your child, there's really no chance that they're going to go in the store uh, with the baby after kidnapping. But all right, so let's get to it. Um, there's been an arrest. They have arrested the parents. So her story wasn't adding up. They had a video they showed her, and she quit cooperating with police. She's got an attorney, allegedly, but they just arrested both of the parents. Um, so here is the actual post from the San, Bernardino, San Bernardino County Sheriff's Office. Update August 22nd, 2025. This morning, detectives from the Sheriff's Homicide Detail and Specialized Enforcement Division arrested Jake and Rebecca Haro at their residence in Gabazon for PC 187 murder. Investigators will continue their search for 7-month-old Emmanuel Haro. And then here you can see the task force. Ooh, they went all in, didn't they? Mm-mm-mm. Okay, so moving right along. Um, I think it's this one. Yes, here we go. According to ABC News, parents of missing 7-month-old child in California arrested for murder. The parents of a 7-month-old child who has been missing for over a week have been arrested for murder, authorities in California announced Friday. Emmanuel Haro was reported missing on August the 14th at approximately 7:47 p.m. local time after the child's mother reported being attacked outside a retail store on Eucopia Boulevard. I hope I pronounced that right, but I know I probably didn't. Boulevard. The sheriff's office said in a statement last week. Jake and Rebecca Haro were arrested at their residence in Gabazon, the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department said Friday. The two were last seen leaving the Riverside Superior Juvenile Courts on Wednesday. Look at that little baby, y'all. How could anyone hurt a baby like that? So sad. Monsters. Only a monster could hurt a baby like that. Officials previously said they could not rule out foul play in the child's disappearance. And I said that that was a red flag. Like, it's different than the other cases where they've come out and said, law enforcement has said stuff along the lines of, we have no reason to believe that the parents are, and there's any foul play, or we have nothing that, leads us to believe that the parents might be involved. But in this instance, it seems like law enforcement was consistent that they couldn't rule out that he had been murdered by the parents, which to me made me think that they were implying that the parents likely did something to this child, sadly. And I think that a lot of people were starting to come to that consensus, especially with the mother's black eye looking like it was an old black eye, and then coming to find out that the black eye was in videos and stuff, and that she didn't even have the baby with her at the ball game, allegedly, right? So I'm going to continue reading. The mother, Rebecca Harrow, I hope I'm terrible with names. Told previously. Okay, so there is two tolds in there. Previously told officials that while she stood outside her vehicle, changing the child's diaper, she was physically assaulted by an unknown male and rendered unconscious, officials said. When she woke up, the child was gone, the mother told officials. Once on the scene, scent tracking dogs were deployed, but the 7-month-old was not located, officials said. The sheriff's office, I'm sorry, I'm a little tired. The sheriff's department interviewed multiple individuals regarding the disappearance, including the child's mother and father, Jake Haro. During these interviews, Rebecca was confronted with inconsistencies in her initial statements and declined to continue with the interview, the sheriff's office said. After those interviews, officials said they were unable to rule out foul play in the disappearance of Emmanuel. Also, they never treated this like a kidnapping, along with the fact that they never put out an Amber Alert for the baby, for Emmanuel. And I think that the consensus was in the community, but a lot of people didn't want, to just come out and say it, was that the mom and dad looked suspicious. And in light of other things that have happened in other cases, I completely understand that. And I can see the standpoint that people would come to with it. But I do think that law enforcement has been consistent in not treating this like a kidnapping, because I think that they had information from the very get go. They knew what was going on, and they were keeping it close to the vest. Since then, officials have conducted extensive searches in the areas of Yucapa, Yucapa, and Cabazon, and have also served several search warrants at the Haro home. Authorities are also reviewing a large amount of surveillance video from the areas of interest. In an interview with Los Angeles ABC station KABC on Saturday, the child's mother described her son as a happy boy and begged whoever has her son to give him back to me. Please don't hurt my son, Rebecca Haro told KABC. Ridiculous. Sitting there. And if you watch the interviews, everyone was saying that she didn't have a single tear on her face. And she didn't. She never cried. I mean, just, it felt flat. Her interviews felt flat of emotion, in my opinion. A spokesperson for the sheriff's department told KABC the father's vehicle was seized on Tuesday for evidence amid the oh my goodness, evidence amid the investigation. So someone from a spokesperson from the sheriff's department said that they took the dad's vehicle for evidence. Wow. Jake Haro pleaded guilty and willful cruelty to a child following a 2018 arrest. Yeah, and the details in that, ooh, they'll make you want to cry. They'll make you mad. They'll make you want to cry. I believe the baby was 10 weeks old. 10 weeks old, something like that. And whenever she made it to the ER, she had broken ribs that had already been healing, and trauma to the brain that left her with 3% function of her brain. She has to have a feeding tube, a breathing tube, a trach, and she has to be cared for the rest of her life. And it's somewhat angering knowing that he did that to her. And pled guilty to it. Um, and they would be allowed to have other children around them. Because it sounds to me like he didn't need to be around children at all. At all. Whoever took our son, please bring him back, the father told KABC on Saturday. The father's attorney said in a statement to ABC News earlier this week that he is fully cooperating with law enforcement investigators. Investigators will continue their search for 7-month-old Emmanuel Haro, the department said on Friday. No additional details were immediately released on the arrest. Okay, so we've got a news clip here I'm going to play. I need to pin this. There we go. I think I pinned it. I pinned the link if anyone would like to come up and talk about this case. So, okay. I think I pinned it. If not, I can post it again. There we go. So we're gonna get to the news article now and watch this real quick. I just can't believe someone would do this to a baby. That it's
Have another update on that breaking news in the case of a missing 7-month-old boy we need to get to. Assignment manager Mark Liu is at the desk. Mark, what have you learned now?
There is a significant major development in the search for 7-month-old Emmanuel Haro. The San Bernardino County sheriffs have just shared on social media that the parents of the missing 7-month-old have now been arrested for murder. This is the post that was just shared by San Bernardino County sheriffs on X. It says, update August 22nd. That's today. This morning, detectives from the Sheriff's Homicide Detail and Specialized Enforcement Division have arrested Jake and Rebecca Haro at their residence in Cabazon for PC 187, which is murder. Investigators will continue their search for 7-month-old Emmanuel Haro. Now, SkyCal is over the scene right now. This is the Haro residence on Ramona Avenue in Cabazon. We see down there a San Bernardino County Sheriff's investigator with gloves on going through what appears to be debris or garbage at the rear of the structure. They've also been walking around the property looking for evidence. Now, several of the detectives have already left, but there are still law enforcement agents there. Let me show you some video that was a little bit earlier. This is drone video that we have obtained a little bit earlier in the morning that shows the San Bernardino County Sheriff's activity there, multiple unmarked detectives units and an armored vehicle. We now know that both parents, Rebecca and Jake Haro, have been taken into custody. The charge, murder. The search for their 7-month-old son still continuing. Now, this investigation has significantly changed in the last several days. It started last Thursday, August 14th, when Rebecca Haro said she was changing 7-month-old Emmanuel's diaper behind a Big Five sporting goods store in Yucaipa when she alleges someone came up from behind her, struck her in the head, and when she woke up, her baby boy was gone. Now, the sheriffs immediately investigated, but they have since changed the status of this investigation from a kidnapping to a critical missing child investigation. The family's pickup truck was taken for evidence, but we can now confirm this has turned into a murder investigation while they continue to look for 7-month-old Emmanuel Haro. Our reporter Rick Montanez is on his way to Cabazon to do a report live from the scene where this investigation is happening. When that happens, we will bring it to you. Until then, we'll keep monitoring from the desk. That's it. I'll send it back to you.
Still so many questions, Mark, but oh, what a twist there. Thank you. After
Oh man, it just keeps getting worse and worse in this poor baby's little case. It's terrible. Sadly, with them confirming that this is now a murder investigation, it doesn't look like, Emmanuel um, will ever have a life. Man, I just don't get it. I don't get it. A defenseless little baby. Why? Why would someone hurt a defenseless little baby? I just, I'll never understand these monsters no matter how many times I cover these cases. I will never, ever understand some of these people and some of these monsters. It's absolutely beyond me. Mm-mm-mm. I'm going to read another article real quick. Um, uh, it's heart wrenching for everyone, said Jennifer McRae of Beaumont. I'm a mother and a grandmother. It's been emotional. I've been following it since it started, and it has taken a toll on me. I have been having a hard time sleeping at night, just trying to keep up with the updates. Reagan Wheeler of Banning said she got goosebumps hearing the news. I had a feeling, she said. On Tuesday, investigators seized the dad's vehicle. Um, yeah. After Emmanuel's disappearance, the boy's parents came under scrutiny, and the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department said that investigators found inconsistencies in the mother's story. When she was confronted with them, she quit working and cooperating with police. Let's see. An organization announced, okay, so the Uvalde Foundation, pulled support after, excuse me, I'm getting hiccups. No, mute that. Mute. Okay. From Uvalde pulled out after they found out about court records from a 2018 abuse charge against Emmanuel's father. Um, and of course, they had canines and stuff um, over last weekend on the property and stuff, searching for Emmanuel. During the last few days, investigators have conducted extensive searches. Okay, so this is an older one. That's why it's reading. Yeah. It's just sad. It's a terrible situation. Um, so JLR, I'm not gonna play the actual video audio, but I'm gonna share it because it has some of the images um of what's going on the property. Like as you can see here, um, there's a technician who is searching for something near a fence at the back of the property, and it looks like he's going through trash or something. Um, Here we go. And this is JLR Investigates. I will post the link here in just a second to watch his full video. Yeah. So there's an investigator right there digging through stuff at the back of the property. And then here's like, look at this. They got a full everything team out there. Oh, justice for baby Emmanuel. Yes. It's so sad. We should all do better by our children. So this is the actual raid, I do believe, that happened. Yeah. Yep. This is whenever they raided the property completely. Look at it. There's so many cops there. Oh no. We've got an ad. Sorry, guys. There we go. Wow. They got everybody there. Mm-mm-mm. And if you'll remember, the house next door just got burned down allegedly by homeless people. Yep. There's the forensics investigation unit right there. Oof. This looks so bad. It's terrible. This poor little baby. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. I hope there's justice for Emmanuel. There's just police force everywhere. Look at that, even back over here, garden that way. Yep. So I'm thinking they think that he is somewhere on that property, maybe. I hope they find him. I hope that little baby gets laid to rest, and I hope he gets justice. Mm-mm-mm. Let me grab this link for you guys and put it in the chat real quick. And that is the full video to JLR. Go over there and give him a view and give him a thumbs up. Tell him I sent you. And check out this full video. They think that baby's on that property somewhere, y'all. Oh, yep. His phone just went off. Okay. Or that, or I don't know, he's doing something. That's a billboard that's next to the property. Mm-mm-mm. I hope they find him soon. I really do. I don't know what he's doing with his phone. If he got a message. Oh, no, he's digging through more. Anyways, yeah, there you go, guys. It doesn't look like there's going to be a good outcome in this case. Um, but I would stay on longer and keep hanging out with you guys and talking, but I'm losing my voice if you can't tell. Um, and it's actually starting to storm here. I think it is. Is that what I hear? Is that no? That's just wind, I guess. Well, the wind's blowing really hard. But my allergies are acting up and it's draining, and I sound terrible. So I'm gonna quit putting y'all through the torture of having to hear me sound like this. And go ahead and get off here. I appreciate you guys being with us. and helping us keep the channel going. Please hit that like and subscribe and share. It's free. It's a great way to support the channel, and I appreciate you guys being with us. Um, be kind to one another. Kindness is free, and hate costs us so much. It can even cost us everything. Remember to share a smile and save a life. The life you save might just be your own. Lock your windows and doors. It's crazy out here. And I'm going to go ahead and sign off. You guys have a very blessed night, and thank you for being here. Bye.